You know, I know that you guys have already seen this battery tester a number of times. Well, Topdon apparently decided to upgrade it and update it. So, why not get one? Let's see how it does. Let's get it opened up. Looks like the user interface is a little more user-friendly. You know, it's giving you green, yellow, and red indicators apparently, and looks like it's just giving more in the way of layman's results, as opposed to like a mechanic would understand, where I have to explain SOH, state of health, SOC, state of charge, CCA, cold cranking amp, and all that. This will still give you all of that apparently, but it looks like it does it more in a more user-friendly manner. So let's take it out of the package, take a look at it, and see what it does. Obviously, bad battery there. So just like the Tornado 4000 Topdon battery maintainer and reconditioner, it's got upgraded fully copper all the way through the handle leads on it, which is nice to see. Don't get me wrong, the leads on the other one are very nice also. And we've got her plugged in, we've got power. Neat new graphics they got there. Alright, so let's see what we got. Enter battery test, enter regular flooded, enter cold cranking amp 500, come down to 250. This thing moves a lot quicker. Check connecting, check connecting. Okay, I checked connections. Well, let's try it again. Get a connection right on the terminal themselves instead of the bolt. See if that does any better. And this battery is only 4% health, so that may be why it's saying check connecting. Should be check connection, but we won't ding them for that. Alright, battery test, regular flooded, cold cranking amp. Looks like it reverts back to 500. Didn't maintain the setting that I had before, where the other one does retain your last used setting. We'll check it again. 250. Testing. Okay. It was just a connection. It was right. Okay. We have a red light right there. Bad. Okay. There's round robining saying please replace battery. Here it says charge. Here it says good. Health. Healthy 19%. Charge 80%. 109 cold cranking amps. 12.48 volts. And the ripple, where's our ripple? 27.52 milliamp. Internal resistance. So, needs to be replaced. Okay. Well, let's see what it does on another battery. I guess you guys need to come with me. Let's see what it does on another battery. Just flat out walked away without you guys. November 4th, I have a long-awaited doctor's appointment. I'll get into that more on another video. And we've got both the testers here. Let's do a comparison on readings because the first Topdon, the ArtiBattery 101, the blue one, registered 4% battery health, and the new one registered 19% battery health. And I forgot to remember the cranking amp. So this is a 55 watt hour battery, or amp hour, 55 amp hour battery. All right, 12 volt. So we're going to English, out of vehicle, before charge, regular flooded, AGM flat plate. Cold cranking amps, we're going to come way down because these are not cranking amp monsters, and we'll test. Just remember, we need to go to 220 cold cranking amps. State of health 100%, state of charge 98, 13.02 volt, 295 amps, internal resistance 10.14 milliohms. Good battery. Now let's get the other tester and check it again. See what kind of differences we have. Remember, we tested at 200 cranking amps. It has 300, but we're still going to test it the same, just so we can see what the results of one tester is compared to the other. So battery tester, enter, battery test, scroll down, AGM flat plate, enter. I'm sure you guys can see that. Cold cranking amp. Oh, it did remember. It remembered the last setting. Good. Okay. We're going to go down to 200 cranking amps, which is what we did the last one at, and enter. And we're testing. It was 100% and what, 98% charge? 100%, 318 cold cranking amps, so it's showing more cranking amps than the other. It's showing health at 100, charge at 100. It's actually spelling it out though, and I like that because it makes it more user friendly. You don't have to know what the terminology is. And the internal resistance is 7.79 milliohms. Great in that respect, which is your ripple essentially. So good. And we have a green light right here that says good. So between the two, there's a little bit of a difference. It's not a major one, just a wee little bit of a difference in the results. But now we've got sitting next to us a September of 2019 regular lead acid battery. Let's check it. And I know it's not great, but it's better than the one that's in that tractor. And all that tractor needed was one rear wheel replaced and a quick clean on the carburetor, and that was it. So battery test, regular flooded, cold cranking amp. This is a 300. Whoops. That goes back to the menu. Don't hit that one. Let's start over. There we go. I'm going to come up to 300 and test. It's an attention, so it's at charge. It says battery is dying. You can recharge before test. That's pretty cool. And it pauses and it starts it over again. That's nice. I like that. All right. We have healthy at 50%, which is showing the charge indicator down here. A perfect example. We've gone to all three levels. We went, good battery, a battery that needs charged, and a bad battery over on the Craftsman. 213 cold cranking amps, not horrible. Our internal resistance is getting a little higher, and 62% charge. So it says charge it again and see what you get. So now let's get the ArtiBattery 101 Topdon. And when I said it's got nice cables too, they are fully copper as well. And it's a sealed, it's a really it's a great unit. There's no doubt about it. Just, it has been a lifesaver on a number of occasions for a number of people. Smaller form factor, it's thinner. The other one is just a little bit thicker, not a lot. And compare them side by side. And then it's a little bulkier. I can hide the other one behind it, whereas I can't hide this one behind it. So, alright, which doesn't bother me. A little easier to hold in the hand. Let's make sure that we can see it. Out of vehicle, before charge, regular flooded, cold cranking amp, 200, we're going up to 300. And test. Let's see if it says replace or charge. Probably going to say replace. Yeah. That new one, it puts out more information. The new one was saying state of health at 50%, a similar charge, state of charge. Internal resistance showing a little bit higher on this one. It was 14 point something on the other one. So if we desulfide this, we can probably get that internal resistance down some, the ripple. But that's just, you know, a perfect example of, you know, not ancient technology, but older technology. You know, a few years old. I've had it for a while versus the new one. I'll try to find it again. I tend to grab stuff, and once I grab it, it's no longer in my watch list, obviously. So I'll find it again, and I'll leave a link down in the description and in a pinned comment. I'm not affiliated with Topdon at all. It's just, I appreciate their products. They did send me the Topdon Tornado 4000. But this is the BT100, Topdon BT100. And I like it. I like it. Comparing the two of them, they're close to one another. Not dead on, but close to one another. So there we go. There's just a quick little battery load test comparison between the previous model and the current model. And we'll, like I said, we'll get a link in the description below. I'll put a link in the description for both of them, as well as in the comments for both of them, because the ArtiBattery is still available, and it's a smaller form factor. You may prefer that. But I don't know if you guys can tell by looking at my hands how swollen they are. That's what the appointment on the 4th is about. I've been absolutely grounded for the last 3 weeks. Grounded. I've been out here a total of maybe 6 hours. So anyway, all right, friendly neighborhood Zippo. There you go. There you have it. There's a breakdown, and we had the perfect scenario of a good battery, a so-so battery, and a bad battery. Being able to pair these two up against one another. So like I say, it's much more user-friendly right here. And it does a lot more than just what I showed you. It does your cranking amps. It also checks your charging system, checks your alternator, just like the ArtiBattery 101. It does everything the ArtiBattery 101 does, and more, because it's a user interface is a lot friendlier. So that's it. Friendly neighborhood Zippo. Promise you guys, I will see you when I see you. Later. I'm out of here. Let's go ahead and do a crank and then charging test on the new Topdon BT100 while we're at it. Just kind of good to have all the information, right? See it on the video. We're not going to do a comparison. We're just going to hook this one on, and we're going to go to the cranking test. Hit enter. I'm going to have to set you guys down. Go start the engine. Saying replace recently. I'm not sure what it's wanting me to replace recently. but I'll look that up. Voltage 9.81 is probably the battery, because the battery is 4 years old, so that's entirely possible. Now we're going to do a charging test. See if we can do that with the engine running. And enter. Increase RPM 2500 and keep it for 5 seconds. Press enter to continue. Okay. I think I can reach around there and approximate 2500 RPM. Excellent generator performance. Good. Good. Okay. So there you go. Let's go back here and you can review the data. It'll store it for a little while and change your language and of course do the about the Topdon charger itself. So there we go. Now we'll end it. Friendly neighborhood Turbo. Promise you, I'll be on the next one.